3 boxing tips I learned from the late and great Sugar Ray Robinson. Welcome back, my friend. I hope you're having a great day. Now, let's get straight into it. These 3 tips I learned to help my fluidity in boxing, my free flow shadow boxing, the jumping rope. Man, you got to give it down to Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest boxer, arguably of all time, pound for pound. He was extremely nice with it. So here's tip number 1, walking. As I was studying Sugar Ray Robinson to help me with my fluidity, my power, my speed, I was researching articles and I came across an article where one of his coaches suggested to him that he needs to walk more. The walking will help him to be much more balanced on his feet. And with much more balance on his feet, he's going to be able to hit guys with power, left and right hand, move and groove. And so he would go walking on top of his already crazy long training. He would walk for like 3 to 4 hours a day wherever he went. That's on top of his road work. So with that, I would suggest just to walk more. It doesn't have to be crazy, 3 to 4 hours. Just start walking a little more when you go to the store. Park a little farther than usual. Walk, take the stairs if you can. Again, movement is medicine. Movement is the key. A lot of us have become somewhat lazy. Things have been convenient and we tend to drive, ride a bike, a scooter, all this electrical stuff. Walk more, man. That will really, really help your balance. I cannot stress to you how much just plain old walking will do for your fluidity in boxing. So tip number 1 is walking. Now, tip number 2, jumping the rope. Everyone knows that Sugar Ray Robinson was a beast. Not even a beast. He was an artist, a grandmaster artist at jumping the rope. Man, his fluidity, his footwork, especially at his time. You got to remember now, like doing these type of moves in that day and age was so rare on the rope, and he was extremely fluid, artistic with it. Jumping the rope, man, is gonna really help you become fluid. And for me, you already know jump rope, jump rope, jump rope. Jump rope builds crucial muscles in your feet, in your shins, in your calves, in your legs, your hips, your back muscles, your forearms. All of these muscles are crucial for you to being fluid and light on your feet, especially when you want to hit with power, then get straight out of range really quickly. Jumping the rope, man, the health benefits, all of it, especially for boxing. Sugar Ray Robinson jumped the rope. I jumped the rope. If you don't have a rope, go get you one. Down in the link below, box rope, jump rope, the one I've been using. Great rope, man. Check them out. And that's tip number 2, jumping the rope, what I learned from Sugar Ray Robinson. Now, tip number 3, hitting lighter punching bags. This one really surprised me. In another article that I read, he mentioned that he didn't like hitting extremely heavy bags. Back then, you had guys like Rocky Marciano hitting 300-pound punching bags, and that became a craze. Everybody was hitting these extremely big, heavy bags, but he stayed away from it. He didn't want to slow himself down, and he felt like hitting the bigger heavy bags just kind of slowed him down. So he stuck a lot to double end bag, the speed bag, lots of shadow boxing. And yes, he did hit the heavy bag here and there, but it wasn't crazy big, and he wouldn't do it as much as he would do the speed bag or the double end bag or even shadow boxing. So when I implemented this years ago, just hitting a smaller bag, that's why I kind of keep this small bag that I have. It really helped me to be much more fluid on my feet. Because it's a smaller bag, it's always moving. So I always got to be moving on my feet. It really helped my accuracy, my range. Because this thing is just always moving and it's much lighter, I'm able to really just practice sticking and moving, making me much more fluid. And now to recap the 3 tips that I learned from Sugar Ray Robinson to help me with my boxing fluidity. Number 1, walking. Number 2, jumping the rope. Number 3, hitting lighter punching bags. Now, go and do yourself a favor. Watch some Sugar Ray Robinson highlights. Study him. Study his training. Study the highlights, his fights. Then implement the tips that I put in this video. And just always remember, all right? Give it up to Sugar Ray Robinson and the rest of the boxing legends that have come before us. And train hard and be kind.